Okay, guys. We're gonna go on to our next topic. Ian, you Enigma. Why don't you give us your topic?
Okay, so I was just thinking about this the other day. Just in this little noggin here.
Little noggin for sure.
That's right. That's right. Of just memories. So back when you were a kid, what was your most memorable family vacation that you had? I can kind of kick it off here. Like, I mean, you have some that you go to like Disney. We did a few cruises and everything, but I do remember one time at Disney that this is actually a scary moment on a family vacation. We got stuck on one of the little islands that they had. It was like a little beach, thing. We were staying at a resort, and a huge storm came rolling in. And it was like lightning and thundering, and it was insane. So they actually wouldn't send a boat out to pick us up. And there was about 3 families there, so a total of like 15 people, all huddled under a little like tiki hut, and it's like storming, lightning everywhere. So they finally come and pick us up, drop us off like at this dock that's like close to a half a mile from the the hotel, the resort, and we have to run these 3 families through this storm, and there's lightning everywhere. We finally get inside, and this is where the memorable moment happens. My dad, being so ticked off, he's yelling at the people in the lobby, and there's like people all around and stuff. And my dad says, "Fuck you and fuck Micky Mouse."
Oh my god.
Yes. And I just remember getting in the elevator and it closing and him saying that, and my mom just like, "Oh god."
Oh my god.
Yeah, we left him down there. He was.
That's like a lifetime ban or something, isn't it? To say fuck Micky Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So
Don't say that.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious when he said it. So what are
How
some?
old were you?
I was probably 9, maybe 10.
Yeah, so you were cussing up a storm by then, anyway. So.
Yeah, but I had a 7 or 8
He's
year old
basically
sister.
a gangster at that point, you know.
Yeah. So what are some family vacations that you guys had that were kind of memorable?
Dude, my family vacations were. I mean, if there wasn't a fight that happened between someone and somebody else, it wasn't a family vacation. With that said, my parents did like an excellent job of just like taking, like, we were pretty spoiled in that department. I felt like it was really important for us to go every year somewhere. My dad took us like my parents took us to like the Marco Island in Florida consistently. We went to Disney World. We visited like Washington D.C., California. Like there was some, like, we went on cruises like Big Red Boat, Disney World. Like,
You went on the Big Red Boat?
yeah.
Oh, I went on the
So did
bigger
I.
boat. I went on the
Yeah.
bigger boat.
Yeah, I hated it.
I did too.
It sucked.
I thought it was awesome.
As a kid, there was nothing to do, and then
Yeah.
they stick you in this room with a bunch of other fucking kids, and they're like, there's some video games if you want to fight other kids
Yeah,
to play,
I
and
went-
there's like forced to make friends.
I went to the
Yeah.
arcade and played Mortal Kombat 2 the entire time.
Yeah, as a kid, it sucked. Kids, as being like on vacation, unless it's Disney World, which is for you, I feel like vacations really suck. Because you're stuck in close quarters with your sibling who you're gonna fight with, and your parents who are making you do stuff like dress up and go out to dinner to eat food that you have no idea what it is or have appreciation for, and all you want
It's
to do
not
is
grilled
eat peanut butter.
cheese, and it's
Yeah.
not like...
Yeah, it's insane, and so, which is probably like, I don't know, a lot of kids are like this, but I think maybe there's ways around it. As a parent, you can kind of like raise them to appreciate traveling. I don't know. Some kids are cool like that. Some kids like are into that stuff, but like
Yeah.
I was not. I wanted to play video games. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So,
And
but they were awesome. Like looking back, like objectively, these vacations that were provided for me and my sister were just awesome. And unfortunately, I don't know if I could really completely appreciate it.
I thought you were an only child.
Yep.
So, no, I agree with you, Clay, because every summer we would take a family vacation, and there was some that I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But looking back, it was fun times, and my dad must have spent a shit ton of money on them.
Oh my god.
Like I go on like little vacations with my wife and I now, and I'm like, oh, that was so expensive. But and my dad's like shipping 4 of us over, like.
I know, totally. Just to eat at a restaurant like on vacation is like fucking expensive. If you eat at the hotel, like, dude, you're just broke after that.
Yeah, like kids, you got at least 2 kids, right? Like in Steve's case, it's just him, and then you have the parents, and then you have like the wine that you're eating and stuff like that. It's like it's ridiculous. Like that's a $200 bill on like some kind of vacation resort. Like that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and like they took my sister and I to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah. When I was like 17 or 18, and it was just ridiculous. Like there was nothing. Like I couldn't do anything. Like I don't know. All I wanted to do was be with my friends. It's weird. It's so weird.
How was Hawaii though?
I was gonna say I went to Hawaii before, and I had a good time. I had a great time.
I did too. Yeah.
I was gonna say though, but how old were you when you went to Hawaii?
I went young.
Like
17, 18?
Both. I've been at multiple times, and I've been when I was a young child, and I've enjoyed it all times.
All times. And
okay.
Clay, when
so
you
like,
went,
I went.
I'm just a spoiled brat.
Well, like, what did you not have fun about? Because like I went like snorkeling, and I went like surfing and shit. Like, and I had like a crazy time, like awesome time. Like I even went as a really young kid. Like there's a picture of me like learning how to surf on the beach with just some fucking crazy Hawaiian dude, and I had like an amazing time.
That was really fun because we did learn to surf, and we did go snuba-ing, which is
yeah.
Yeah, they leave the
thing
tank up, and then you could. That was like my highlight. But I think it was
cool.
2 weeks long, and it was during my
sounds
spring break vacation. I mean,
Sounds
yeah,
awesome.
now, but like halfway we were on the cruise, and then the other half,
Okay.
like, I don't know, man. There's only so many days that you can go to the beach and just chill. Like, I was just like they were reading books. I was like bored. I wanted to like interact with my friends. I wanted to play video games. Like, there was like 2 weeks of just like hanging out with your family. I got bored. I got really bored. We went on hikes, and like I'm not a hiker. I was like, dude, where are we going? Like, are we done yet?
Dude, this sounds like an amazing vacation to me right now.
I know. I'm sorry. Like, I apologize. I probably sound like terrible.
So next time we go on the Appalachian Trail, you don't want to come then, Clay, right?
No, I don't really enjoy hiking. You give me a half hour, and then I'm antsy. I'm like, dude, get me the fuck out of here. Where are we going? Like, I want to go back. Like, I don't appreciate plants. I don't appreciate trees, like, or mountains. I'm like,
fuck you, tree.
I mean, I do, but like, I'm like, okay, this tree looks like the other tree. Can we leave now? Or like if we're not going there, if we're just like walking around, if there's no like top or anything, like, I get a little antsy and I want to go.
You need to go on some better hikes.
Maybe. I mean, this hike was pretty cool. We went on a volcano. Like, that was interesting.
Cool.
But
that is cool.
I don't know. You're going at the pace of everybody else, which means it's slow, and then you're listening to this guy talk, and I'm just like,
wait, no, that's like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, this is like tour guided 24 Central.
That's You need to do on like a self-guided hike.
That would be cool.
Or you get lost.
Like that. Yeah, like
Always
kind
fun.
of explore, going like I think I just have an authority issue. Like I don't being like told what to do or like following their thing. So like if I can go and explore and fail and do my own thing, like that would be fun. Or
that's not the rules of the open park like hiking thing. You got to be able to do your own thing for sure.
Yeah, right. And so I don't know. It was a lot of that, and then like I said, the first part was a cruise, and so that just got boring after a while too. And I can't drink. Like remember, you're 18. It's weird if you try to hit on girls. It's weird if you even like you know what I mean. Your parents are right there. Like there's nothing that can come out of it. It's really strange. Your siblings there. Like you still don't have the best appreciation for food. Like I don't know. I don't know. It was an amazing vacation. But I personally couldn't appreciate it to its fullest.
Sounds like a typical only child thing.
Yeah, totally. But that Hawaii trip was pretty. I would have to say it was one of the best ones. I have to say when I was little, when we went to Disney World, that was the coolest. Despite Big Red Boat having its issue, like for me, I like going on all those roller coasters. Dude, Tower of Terror was like the coolest freaking ride. I got the pictures showing us.
Space Mountain.
You like Space Mountain?
Space Mountain is like the scariest one for sure.
Yeah, because you're in the dark and you're just going down the tubes and all that.
Yeah,
that was really cool. I had a blast. Toy Story was huge at that time, so like we saw Woody, and I got my own Buzz Lightyear that like had all the gadgets. Like,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
really neat. Yeah. That's got to be one of, I guess, my favorite memory of a vacation. Oh, man. And then Marco Island, when we went there, we rented wave runners, and I got to
nice.
I got to ride on a jet ski, and that was like the coolest thing. Like,
Yeah, I've never done
12.
that at all. Actually, that's something I really want to do.
You've never
It's
been
like-
on a jet ski?
Nope.
Oh shit!
Dude,
I
have you ever
did
been on
Florida, man. I got some of that right now.
Have you? Oh, really? Damn,
Yeah.
Ian, we
I
got.
don't know if I want to be in the water in Florida though, because fucking shit there will eat you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you ever been on a quad?
Oh yeah, I have.
So it's like that, but I don't feel like there's as much of a danger as like tipping over and
Yeah,
falling
I
or
rolled
breaking
over
your
in a
leg.
quad, like down a massive hill in Alabama, and I landed like pinned between the quad and a tree stump, and it was a giant anthill in
my-
the tree stump.
The worst moment of your life.
Yeah, that
And
was
I
when
was
I was
covered
really
in
young.
sugar. I was covered. Like,
And I had
how
been
did that
eating
situation
syrup
get
all
worse?
day.
Yes. Oh man,
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
worse.
man.
And there were bullet ants. Oh, the horrible.
God, I wouldn't be here to tell you about the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was miserable. I remember just like having ants all over me, like trying to push the fucking quad off me, and then riding it back up the hill, like running back to my grandma's
my
place.
God.
It was just like I'm fucking like dying.
Well,
Yeah, it's like that without fault. Like, you have all the room in the world. You can go as fast as you want. You can do donuts and swirl around and just
Oh,
drive
yeah.
around. It's like really, really fun.
So
the best-
there's a difference between jet skis and wave runners, or
Well, that's what, he's got wave runners. Jet skis.
Yeah.
Jet skis you stand up on. Like
okay.
No,
Really
jet
bad
skis you
shit.
sit. Wave runners you stand.
no wave runners you sit.
Oh wait, now
Yeah.
you confused me.
Jet
Oh,
skis
wave-
ones you stand up on. And you're yeah. Look it up.
Getting it up.
Then why when I went jet ski rental I sat down?
Well, I mean, like they're pretty much the same
They'll
thing.
say jet ski rental. Like everyone calls them jet skis. Like
Yeah.
no one calls them wave runners.
Well, a wave
Wave
runner is it's where you sit down.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
a wave
Okay.
runner.
Okay. All right. Well,
Take it
I
from the
guess-
people in Florida.
So,
Oh, all right, that's true. Fair enough.
But if you fall on a jet ski going pretty quick, it still hurts a lot.
Yeah.
I went. My dad had a jet ski that went 72 miles an hour, and I fell off, and that was like terrible. I was like, I was just laying in the water for a minute, and then I realized I was in a lake. And in Florida, there's a million alligators in that lake, and I swam as fast as I could back under.
And
the
pythons and like fucking like brain eating amoebas and shit that'll just like fuck you up.
It's
Florida sounds
crazy.
terrible.
Florida sucks.
I would much rather be out in the ocean, or technically
Yeah.
it's the Gulf that we're on, instead of the lakes. honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because the lakes are the bad part. Unless you're in what's it called, the Crystal River, because it's like too cold for anything to grow there. Anyway, it's just the warm lakes and stuff.
Yeah, that's where
It's
like all the bacterias are, the fucking
Yeah.
alligators, pythons, cottonmouths.
J-Lo's, anacondas.
Did you say J-Lo?
What?
Have we done like?
How old
Now,
were
were
you?
you like this? Were you like going like this, or were you like just blatantly staring?
No, I was like,
Take in the boobies as much as possible.
unless I saw my parents looking at me, then I was just like, oh, like what? Oh, I don't
I'm
even
just
know.
looking at the water.
Yeah, right, they knew
I was
exactly.
like, I want to say 10 or less. So
Wow.
it was like totally melting my brain.
Yeah.
And I remember also we went on one of those banana boat things, you know, where you get
yeah.
and I was so pissed because I got put on the front because I was small, like I was just like a little kid, and like you know they need to put somebody heavier in the back, and my dad got put in the back, and he like had the worst time. I'm like sitting like at the very front, like pissed, like it's not doing anything. I'm not like hitting any waves. I'm just like, God, this is boring, you know. And my dad's like holding on for fucking dear life. He keeps getting thrown off. He like tears like veins in his arms from like gripping the thing so bad, and he like pissed blood He's like, he said,
Jesus.
oh yeah, no, this is like 100% true. He said like he'll never forget that vacation because like how miserable he was after doing that.
Man.
He said his arms felt like water. He like was like couldn't hold on anymore. Like it was so hard because like all the waves we were hitting were just like throwing him everywhere. Like he said,
how is this allowed?
He said that like fucked him up. Aruba was like kind of like the most like Wild West-ish place that we probably went as like a kid. Like yeah.
So Alan knows me to be college me to be very, very blunt. Probably I still am, and like just I don't know, it can be a dick at times. And that reminds me of a vacation when we went to, and I don't know if it was Hawaii, but we went to an island and it was really beautiful, and there was like hammocks and like just crystal like blue, teal water and like white sand, and we're going up and we find a spot and there's this shack that's like being built and worked on, and there's drilling and hammering, and my dad like he looks around, he immediately like drops his stuff and he looks over, he's like, "Hey, can you stop working?" And the guys, like, I'll never forget their face. They were like, "What?" Like, it's like, he was telling them to not work, do their job for the day. The contract. He was like, "I'm trying to relax over here," and I was just like, "Oh fuck." So like, I heard that sticks out as like a really, and that's when we went snooping. So it was in Hawaii. Yeah, he was pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see. Well, me, Rocco, and Jake, the heartthrob, and then his brother, which both my cousins, we went to the Appalachian Trail, and I'd never done the Appalachian Trail before, and we were just hiking and everything. Anyways, we're on it for we were going for a week. By our 5th day, I think, we were at the last leg of our hike, like somewhere like in Virginia. And we had, we actually, no, we didn't do the whole thing. We just left off where Jake left off before, because he went for like, right, we had a dog with us, Kalua, which is Jake's dog.
Nice.
Yeah, we were at the last, whatever. We're at the end of it, and all of a sudden we see like poop on the ground. It was pretty big. We were just like, that's kind of weird.
Bear
And
poop.
yeah, we didn't know what it was. And all of a sudden, she didn't do this the entire hike. She turns around, her hair stands up on her back, and she starts growling. And we stop.
Oh.
And we look back, and we're looking, and we don't see anything. And we're like listening, and then we're just like, go. We don't know what that is. She's never done that before. We were just like start moving like quicker.
Yeah.
just run. And we were just like, Kalua, come on, because we had no idea what she could have smelled something. It could have been like right over the hill. We don't know what was going on.
Yeah. I would definitely trust my my animals' instincts to like get me out of it. Like
Yeah,
dangerous.
because we're in the middle of the woods. There's no highway there. There's nothing. So it couldn't have been anything else. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
We were trying to think of that, but I remember that was pretty memorable because we were just funny. Another part of that vacation was Jake almost got attacked by bees. It was hilarious. He's swatting at bees with this little tiny like stick or something like that he uses to climb on everything, and he throws his stick right at it, like trying to like, what are you doing? And he just like starts running down the hill. We need a stick because like you need those things when you're hiking. Because that helps you out so much. I forgot what they're called. You know what I'm talking about?
Walking sticks.
Yeah, but they're
trail poles.
Trail poles, something. Anyways, so he's getting attacked by like the wasp nest. I end up going up there. I'm deathly afraid of bees, but he needs that thing. So I go up there and I'm just.
So he's deathly afraid of bees and he's swatting at them?
No, he is.
Steve is. Okay. Well, you're a great friend.
I was the one to go back up there and grab his thing because like he was like, just leave it or something like that because he was getting attacked. I don't know. So much stuff happened on that trip. It was pretty fun. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
We actually had multiple trips. We did the big red boat and everything. But my dad, we actually had an adult trip where I was only 13, but my dad took us all to Vegas. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to bring you up the mountains and we're going to go around, looking all around." Yeah, we went to the mountains once, and then I sat in an arcade for like 3 days or 2 days, while my dad and my mom went out and had fun in Vegas, pretty much. Which
sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, arcades sound fun.
They let you do what you want to do.
And the funny thing is when you said you had to dress up like to go to dinner and stuff. My dad took us out to this place called Gatsby's, and you had to wear like a suit and tie.
Yeah.
So I didn't have one, of course. So my dad takes me out, buys me one, and everything. I'm like looking at this. I'm like, I hate this crap. And but the dinner was great. Each person had a waiter standing behind them. Even if like you picked up your fork and put it down, they take it and give you a new one. It was insane.
Why? Okay. Yeah.
See,
I mean, I guess it's worth the experience, but like
that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel
that
like
makes me really uncomfortable when people like even a
nice restaurant where they don't do that, like they're just like sir, what can I get you something else? And I'm just like, yeah, man, like I'm good.
Yeah, it's a piece of quiet.
No, I mean I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just gonna say, I feel like parents, I don't know, like maybe, like that's a sign that they've like accomplished something really good, so they want to take you out to the fanciest, like the price point justifies.
Well, maybe they like it too, though.
Do you think they do? Because like I'm thinking, like I don't want to. I don't really think I would enjoy that taking my family. I would want to go somewhere with good food, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to.
Well, yeah, I mean, generally a place that nice has good food, though.
Right. Well, and the funny thing was, my sister was like, "Can I get like just a burger or something?" They're like, "We don't have any of this." Like she keeps just listing off like chicken tenders and all this other crap, and they're like, "No, we don't have it." So I forgot what they ended up making her like some like little kid thing, and I actually got to try ostrich.
Cool.
Which it was that dinner was probably the best dinner I ever had. Like it was so good. So
awesome.
That was a good part, but I was like, I don't want to be in this damn monkey suit anymore. I'm just sitting here bored, just looking at my mom and dad, and that's about it. So
see, like as a kid, I think that definitely would suck. But I think if I went to that now, I would have a good time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, yeah, I will have the steak fucking rare. Glass
jelly
of
beans
wine.
Rare, like a milk steak.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like the milk steak.
I completely agree with
milk.
you. I completely agree with you, but like, yeah, would you want to take your kids there? Don't you think they would?
No, I don't think I would. I don't even want to take my kids to like anywhere that is like even more classy than IHOP.
Right.
Because like my sister's kids are fucking terrible. And I don't want to put that upon anybody. Like, I just feel bad whenever, like...
Does she watch this stream?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like, I agree with you. Like, they won't appreciate it. Like, I'm actually surprised, Ian, I don't know how old you were, but the fact that you tried ostrich and then liked it, that's awesome, but most kids don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't take kids at a certain age to certain things because they won't appreciate it. Just like you don't... I don't know why parents feel the need to take like a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old to Disney because they're not going to remember it. It's going to be crappy trying to change the diapers all the time.
I didn't even appreciate Brussels sprouts till I was like 25.
Yeah, I hate Brussels sprouts.
But those are good.
They're so good though.
They're so
they
good.
Suck.
Salt and pepper, some red onions.
You guys probably had them like steamed or something.
No, everyone says that. Everyone says, "Oh, you didn't have them the right way. You got to eat them right." No, I've had them every kind of way.
They're good, man.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're gross.
They hate you. They hate you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyways, like me and Amber, we went to Discovery Cove, which is really nice. It's like 200 people in a day, and you get all you can eat. You get all the stuff you can drink, like all as long as made by like Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. But like it's just nice. But the thing is like I was thinking like. If we took the girls there, when we went, they wouldn't appreciate it. They would hate it. They don't like stuff touching them, the fish that you're swimming in with, everything. But if we took it now, they would probably love it. Because like the dolphins and stuff, like you get to swim with the dolphins and stuff. So
that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah. Where is that? That's in Florida?
Yeah, it's right next to SeaWorld. And basically you just go in there and they have like a giant like aquarium that you swim around with like all these exotic fish. Basically go down, like they didn't tell you about this, but I went down, I looked in this boat. It was a ship, looked like a sunken ship, right? And I'm looking through and there was barracudas. And these things, I don't know if you've ever seen a barracuda.
I've seen
They look like they're smiling at you and they look like they're gonna just rip your face off, basically.
Yeah, wear shiny stuff.
I remember I swam to the surface and Amber was next to me, I'm like, go, just go. I'm like, go, and she's like, what? I'm like, barracuda. I'm like out of breath because I thought the thing is they're behind a tank. I didn't know that. It looked like they were like right there. I'm like, why would they let these things in there? I'm like,
yeah. So when I was in Hawaii snorkeling one time, on one of those like trips, we saw barracudas in the water, and everyone was like, "Yeah, like make sure you don't have anything like shiny on, cover your watches if you had it on and stuff like that."
God.
Yeah, because they're scary. They're really fucking scary looking.
Yeah,
we saw.
And that was the open water. Like actually, open water, I'm just like always afraid. Like I'm gonna turn around and see like a silhouette of a shark in the distance.
Yes.
Like
if you want to see the pictures, just go to my Facebook, and it's under Discovery Cove, like all the pictures of it. But it's really cool. They have like an inside like atrium with all birds in it that you go into. They have like a lazy river that you go on. You can even swim with stingrays that don't have the barbs in them. And you can feed them and everything like that, and also swim with the dolphins too. So that was a lot of fun, but it was just great.
Hey, so Alan, when I went to Hawaii, we actually went out to that because we were in Maui. There was like a little crater out in the water. I don't know if you guys ever went out there, and it's like a huge reef, and we were out there snorkeling. And we get back, you know, from snorkeling trip. It was great and everything. And we go to the hotel, and there was sitting there telling everyone that there was actually a shark attack right outside our hotel. So Taylor and I were actually thinking, hey, do you just want to go down to the beach right outside the hotel, or do you want to go snorkeling? So we decided to go snorkeling, and I think that was probably one of the best decisions I ever made.
Yeah.
Because I could have been in that water.
That would be scary.
Sharks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sharks.